Welcome back to a very new vlog, and look at these pretty flowers. Let's talk about it. My name is Katja, and on this channel I talk about K-pop, language studies, books, comics, basically my life and everything that I want to document, because that's where this channel is for. It's to document the things that bring me joy, but also the downs in life, because, well, let's be realistic, it is life. And one of the things that has been very positive is that I got this beautiful bouquet of flowers. Not just because those are pretty flowers, but also because it means that my contract finally ended. I've been talking about this contract for quite a while on this channel right now, and that all has to do with the fact that it was a lot these past couple of weeks, especially after my colleague left. She unfortunately got really sick, and she is getting better, but she has pretty much a very long road ahead. And I was doing the work alone in just the same amount of hours that I had before. You can imagine how tired I was. And one of the things, and why are people so loud outside? Oh, every vlog there is a part that I have to cut out because of all the loud noises. Anyway, one of the things that I really missed over the past couple of weeks is that I could not study languages as much as I used to. The only language that truly had my focus in the past few weeks, if I had the chance and the brain power to learn, was German. And that all had to do because I am going to Germany! Okay, so here's the thing. I actually live pretty close to the border of Germany, so I go often. But this time around I go there for holiday. I'm gonna go to Düsseldorf together with a friend, and I'm very excited. I hope to vlog it, because I know someone who's watching this vlog wants to know. So here you go. I really hope I can vlog it because I have some amazing days over there. So yeah, in this vlog I'm finally gonna talk again about studying languages, and I am freaking excited. Yes, it's gonna be probably mostly German, and I'm gonna learn more in a fun way by reading comics. But also, since I am going there on holiday, I want to do some research about Düsseldorf. I've done already some things, but I really want to learn it, and also the German version, and not just reading it easy for me in my native language, Dutch. Other than that, I don't believe there are any K-pop releases, right? Are there? I'm not entirely sure. Could be. But I just realized I have not yet watched his new music, or even listened to it, like watch the music videos and listen to his music. Like, I had zero time for it, and I just wanted to listen to it once I had the brain space to do it. So maybe today's the day? No, not today. I have some stuff to do. Even though my contract has ended, I have now a lot of business side things to keep up with. If you didn't know yet, I have my own business. Yay! And sometimes I get hired by other businesses to help them with stuff. More beeping outside. Anyway, so yeah, I have to wrap some things up today for work, but then after that, I'm so excited. It's Wednesday, and I just received 2 envelopes, one with Bahiyyih. I am so freaking excited, by the way, because I almost completed all the Bahiyyih PCs that I wanted to collect. Right on schedule for their next comeback. That's in less than 2 weeks. So basically this vlog goes up after their comeback. So it's a bit interesting. But as of right now, I've completed her. 2 more PCs are on its way. And it's from a seller that I have bought multiple PCs from, so all should be fine, and hopefully very soon in, because then everything is cool and clean in my folder. I don't know even what I want to say. I'm sorry. Anyway, in the second envelope there was Bangchan. By the way, I'm so happy that there are no scratches on these cards, because this envelope got stuck in the sorting machine. So there was like a really big cut in the envelope and in the card, but luckily not the PCs. So I was kind of terrified opening up the envelope, but all seems good. And I'm so happy because I also completed my Bahiyyih collection. It's so cool. Also, by the way, I really love this outfit. There were so many cool outfits of S-Class. Anyway, I'm really happy, and later this vlog I'm gonna show you guys some more PCs because basically I haven't stored my PCs in a while. So I'm just gonna do it on camera also because I got some new popcorn sleeves that I needed because I am sleeving nowadays, and more stuff is gonna go down. On this lovely Thursday, I got mail, the third volume of my special one. Finally, because my first order got cancelled, but now I have it and I finally can read what happens next because I truly love this story so much. And my pre-order, Every Exquisite Thing by Laura Stephen. This is a perfect book to read in autumn or fall, whatever you say. And I honestly cannot wait, but I will, because I'm gonna wait till October probably to read it, because there are some other books that I have to read first, one for my blog and also something work related, but that I will show you guys later down in this vlog. Happy Friday! Last week I got myself a package, but since I was not vlogging then, I'm showing you guys it now. I got myself the D-Day album by August D, version 2. And something more. But first things first, so Yoongi, his album has truly been a masterpiece in my eyes. I think it's so good. And yeah, so I decided to just get it. As you might know, I don't collect every solo member of BTS their solo albums. Wow, that was a sentence structure that was not correct, but you probably get what I meant. But yeah, so I'm not getting everyone's their solos, and that has nothing to do with them. It's just more a preference of music taste. And Namjoon and Yoongi, they both have this music that truly has a piece of my heart. Nevertheless, I do stream the other guys their music, but when it comes down to their solo albums, I only collect, as of right now, Yoongi and Namjoon's their solos. Anyway, I also got myself some popcorn sleeves, and by some I meant like 5 packages. I know it's a lot, but the thing is, it's really hard to get in the Netherlands. Also, Yoongi, his album was really hard to get in the Netherlands, so I bought this in Belgium on a Belgium yeah, anime specialized site. They're really good. They had this, it was honestly so lovely. They packaged it so incredibly well. Anyway, so I got those and I started sleeving finally today. These are the PCs I got with my August D album. I am thinking of buying a third one so it would fit really nice in my binder, but we'll have to see. And then I also sleeved Bang-chan, a lot of Bahiyyih, and also, where is she? I also sleeved someone else. Wait, oh wait, here she is. Jisoo! I've completed Jisoo! I'm so freaking happy. So I will put that away later this weekend in my binder. It's Saturday afternoon and I just got myself some Vietnamese snacks while watching the anime My Happy Marriage. A lot has been going on because I am preparing for my trip, but I want to take some time to just do chill things like putting my PCs away. We start with Bang-chan. And you guys have no idea how happy I am that I could find these PCs, because my go-to PC person when it comes down to Stray Kids, she moved back to the US. There is she originally from, but she was studying in the Netherlands for quite some time. But yeah, unfortunately, she went back. Well, I'm happy for her because she is starting a new career. And it's just sad for me that I have a hard time nowadays to find PCs, but luckily I found another go-to person when it comes down to these kind of PCs. So it all worked out in the end. Anyway, oh, this looks so much fun. It's really different this time around what they did, because Stray Kids it's all of the same. They really changed it up for S-Class, which we have to talk about because their female performance was so freaking good. I really hope that they will get more exposure like that, especially because the guys are doing such a fantastic job when it comes down to producing, and I love that they get recognized for all what they can do, because they are so much more than just good at performance. They are also good musicians and producers. Anyway, so let's go to BTS, right? Yes, BTS. The other PCs are all girl groups. Oh, seeing Orange Channy. I was so surprised that Chan changed up his hair again. To be honest, I love his brownish hair like this best on him. I think it looks, I don't know. I think it just looks the best on him. But I'm also very excited that he changed it up, because we know that Stray Kids is gonna have one more comeback this year. How am I gonna do this? So this is the album PC and this is the extra PC we got. It's not like there's any difference on the back. I wish they did though. I think I'm just gonna do it like this. Not like you see it on camera. There you go. Anyway, I've been listening to Sugar High's album because I had the time to do so. I mean, I've listened to it a billion times, almost, on Spotify, but right now I was also listening on CD because I opened finally my package, and it's so freaking good. I wished I could have seen him live, but unfortunately he didn't came to Europe. Now for the girls, let's see. I think the first one up is Bahiyyih, isn't it? Yes. And I also have the most PCs of Bahiyyih, so that works out. I'm kind of curious when Les Surfim, their next comeback is going to be. Probably November? I mean, they just started Leniverse, so we know that after Leniverse a new comeback happens. I like that they do things like that, so you know when another comeback might hit. Let's have a look. How does this work? I believe this one was from this era and this one from that era, right? I completely forgot what the names are from. Oh, wait, this is the empty pocket. Completely forgot what the first two eras are called. I just know the last one, First Blush, because those cards were the hardest to get. So I was constantly looking for the First Blush ones. Anyway, here we go. I did not expect that Lost Ark was gonna go so fast once I started collecting it, because other eras have been so rough on me to collect, but this era was actually quite doable, maybe because I was waiting on this era to fully arrive. I have no idea what the secret was. Anyway, I am super excited for their next comeback. The next comeback will be out on Monday the 25th. So that will be after this vlog gets uploaded. But it will be on the day that I travel back from my travels to home. So I hope that I don't forget to download it right before I leave so I can listen to it on the train. And then let's have a look. How do I want to make it look like? Do I? Because I get there. You know what? Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Or do I? Or do I want to change it up like this? Yeah, maybe like that. It's so fun, just doing whatever I want when it comes down to collecting PCs. Like, Just make it all look nice and pretty. Then we go to Blackpink. Oh yeah, but what I wanted to say about Kepler, their next comeback, I heard it's more mature. And I'm curious how that is gonna sound like. I mean, it's not like Kepler has a lot of time left. It's like less than a year. It's crazy. I wished, however, that they had gotten more exposure than they did, because the girls really deserve it. They are so hardworking and their performances are always top notch. So I wish they had more, but then again, Gen 4 was very over exaggerated, I think, and sometimes a bit too much. And when it came down to Kepler, I don't think they always were fitting in. And that makes me actually quite sad, because I do think that Kepler has a very much K-pop-y sound, and most of the 4th gen groups, they were more experimental when it came down to K-pop. And maybe that was the secret of Gen 4, but yeah, I'm sad for Kepler that they didn't got more exposure. But I am happy that Jisoo is completed. Seriously guys, my next target is gonna be Jennie, because I have no cards from the Born Pink era of her. Like, I really hope that I can find Polaroid and one of the PCs, so this page will be filled, and then I can start from there. When it comes down to Rosie and Lisa, there are only 2 more PCs left for each. Other than that, everything is pretty much filled when it comes down to Blackpink. I'm really doing well with collecting. Welcome on this not so sunny Sunday. Let's pick out some books together that I can read in the next few days, tonight, but also during my trip. But there is a catch. And the catch is over here. This is my tablet, and on here is a manuscript that I was asked to read by a literary agency, which is super cool. But yeah, it has to be done, and I want it to be done before my trip. So yeah, I have to get onto that for tonight and tomorrow night probably. Originally, I actually wanted to read the Hawthorne Brothers. I'm reading this book for my blog, and it should be up very soon, but I'm gonna deal with that after my trip, I decided, because there's another thing. I want to read some German before I go on this trip, especially because I barely could study German. I actually thought in this vlog that I was gonna make it to read some German, also to study some Korean, but no. There were so many different work-related stuff that had nothing to do with my contract. It all had to do with some other stuff, and also, what was there else? I don't even know. So much things going on, and also preparing my trip. So no German. Nevertheless, I want some fun things to read, because when I'm on the trip, I actually have quite some time to read, because it's a relaxing trip. I don't have too much planned. I will just go with the flow, you know, and I also have a lot of travel time. So I want to read something that caters to everything like I just said. But what? On my TBR, I have a lot of books, but a lot of it is spooky. A lot of Laura Stephen books that you can see over here. But I don't know, I'm not really in the spooky mood vibe. Maybe I'm just gonna wait for it. Especially because when I come back, it's officially autumn or fall, wherever whatever your preference is to say. And then there's another book that I really look forward to read, and that's Windswept. It's non-fiction, but maybe that's actually just what I need, because I have a hard time reading the last few weeks, which makes sense because of how busy I've been. So maybe non-fiction is just the way to go, because I've tried fiction and it was not working. And most of the time with non-fiction, you can just read a small part and then just can put the book away. So maybe that would work. But then again, I also want to read some German, and this book is English. So I am thinking, but I don't know how I feel under it, to actually grab some mangas, because this one, the Apothecary Diaries, I always struggle with this name just because I'm so used to the German name, is gonna be made into an anime and it's gonna be out in November, so it would be nice if I get a head start with this manga series. I could just grab 1 and 2 because those are the ones I have, and since I'm going to Germany for my travels, I could buy the 3rd volume there. If I am that far, at least. What do you guys think? This is the wrap up. I've been staring at my bookcase for a good half hour and I still don't know what to read. There are endless possibilities, but none of them speak to me. Like, the one that speaks the most to me at the moment is go with the non-fiction and take the 2 mangas with you so you can buy the rest of the series in Germany. Because they are a bit hard to get actually in the Netherlands right now. I don't know why that is, but it is. But I'm also thinking about getting this book. It's a German one. It's called Wolkenschloss by Kerstin Gier. She's an amazing German writer. I've read quite a few series or books of her already. But then again, this book is actually quite thick. Which is fine. I mean, it's in German at least, so I can read my German and be happy about it. But then on the other hand, because it's so thick, it's not really easy to take with me on my backpack, because if I have the non-fiction and the 2 mangas, I can have 2 of those in my suitcase and just 1 of them in my backpack, so it's not as heavy. Not that this one is that heavy, but it's quite chunky. But I'm not gonna lie, none of it really speaks to me. I've been in such a reading rut. All has to do with the fact that the contract. Oh, this is the last time I'm gonna whine about that contract. It was just so tough on me mentally and physically actually as well. But yeah, we got through it. Thankfully, I just need to get back into my normal reading habits and also my daily life things that I love to do, and I have no idea what that means reading wise, but I've got to figure out. And luckily, the fun thing is during this trip I have 2 days in the Netherlands and then I go to Germany. But because I can read so many languages, I mean, I will see probably a lot of bookshops, so if I want something else I can always buy another book, right? That's at least my philosophy on this, and don't stress myself out too much if I still don't know by the end of today or just when I leave on the trip that I know I can always pick up another book. It's fine. The last thing that I want to talk about is music. I haven't listened to a lot of music, but when I did, I actually listened to Eric Nam. House on the Hill. I think it's so freaking good. I think this is my favorite album of his, maybe. I'm not entirely sure, but this was the first album of Eric that I was immediately a love for me. And most of the time his music just grows on me, and it's just like 1 or 2 songs on an album that I truly love before the other songs grow on me. But this time around I was really like, wow. And then after his album I started to listen to his album, but mind you, I've only listened to it once. It was such a nice vibe because they both have more this, how do you say, I mean, chill, jazzy vibes. I was expecting this of Fee, to be honest, but I was expecting it to be a bit more. I don't know how to explain it else than a bit more, because I was just expecting a bit more jazz, if that makes sense. But then again, I've only listened to it once, so I barely know what I'm talking about. And that's why I'm gonna end this vlog, because you know what, guys, it was a nice week. I had some fun with getting back to a normal routine, even though I'm still getting used to it. And then I'm leaving for a trip. So I have to pack for the trip. I hope to see you next time. Bye!